When I was in that messy middle of trying to moderate to quit drinking, mornings and nights were by far the hardest, right? I would wake up full of guilt and shame and the promises. And by bedtime, I would be burned out and resentful and making deals with myself about tomorrow, right? So, in this video, I'm walking you through the exact morning and nighttime routine that has helped me stay sober and gave me the structure I didn't even know that I needed. These are the same rhythms I now share in my free morning and nighttime routine guide. So, if you want the full version, I will link it below. So, how I created my routine and why I needed it. I didn't realize how much I was running on autopilot until I stopped drinking. Early sobriety can feel very chaotic, okay? You're suddenly sitting there with emotions, triggers, and zero instructions. Plus, two, when I got sober, it was back in 2012. So there wasn't a lot of online platforms like there was today. And when you were living in chaos for so long, energetically, it takes some time for some normalcy and calm to meet up with where you are living alcohol free. Keep that in mind because people don't realize that, but it does take some time to transition over to that like calm and chaos free. But it's about showing up each day, not drinking, and getting kind of your systems into place that will help that. Plus, really, your nervous system needs to start rebuilding itself, okay? Because your nervous system has been taxed. So, I needed something very predictable and calming for myself and aligned with me and where I was at that time, going back with where I was at that time. And I want you to understand that you need to meet yourself with where you are at. I will keep saying that over and over and over again in my coaching of like, meet yourself with where you are at, not what your neighbor is trying to tell you. Okay. So that's where this routine came in. So it gave my brain a break and it really actually, it helped me want to keep going. So here's my morning routine breakdown. My mornings became about setting the tone, not sprinting into my to-do list or sprinting right into work, right? A few key elements I used: a grounding breath or mantra, right? Journaling one clear intention, but really going back to that grounding breath or mantra. I use gratitude from the beginning. I would just wake up because it took me a while to get my morning routine down in my sobriety. And I simply just would say each morning, I'm grateful for another day. Okay. And that is an intention. That is making me realize that I just got through another day sober, right? That I didn't choose to drink alcohol that day and to really kind of prime my brain with what I wanted to do for another day. Journaling, you can do too with one clear intention. It took me a while to get into journaling, okay? So just know that I really did build upon a morning routine, and to the journaling became then more of my daily gratitude of writing 5 things that I'm grateful for each morning. So that really activated my body and my mind in particular before I get up for the day, or even before my first sip of coffee, before I wired myself with a ridiculous amount of coffee because I didn't really start liking coffee until I got sober, right? So the goal isn't about productivity, it's just about peace. Now, was my nighttime routine breakdown. So again, going back to my gratitude and then getting into journaling. And then again, on top of that, then I started getting into personal development, right? And then for me, then it was working out eventually, all within that morning routine. But again, you have to meet yourself with where you're at and what you can take on, because sometimes just getting through another day sober, especially in those early days, is kind of all that you have. Like where it's like, okay, I can say I'm grateful for another day and like that's it and that's okay. And just remember too, it's not about being perfect. You just need to start consistency and habit stack one thing at a time. Even evenings were harder for me, and this is when I used to drink. Okay. And then later in my sobriety, I would overthink, especially at my witching hour, right? Now my nighttime routine helps me close the day instead of really carrying it into tomorrow. I like to close the loops on my day, right? So I always, now it comes down to it. Now it was different then before I had my son, but my nighttime like kind of wind down is really when I start doing bedtime for my my child, right? So at that time, kind of when you're in the day to day of it, especially if you're mom, you understand like in these early years, it's like Groundhog's Day. But so this is really when I do a check-in question with myself, like, did I live aligned today? And that is a great question to ask yourself because that is a good one to put yourself in check, especially with now of trying to live an alcohol-free life. Because I said before, like, how do you want to show up in your life? And that is about living in alignment. And for so many people, alcohol does not fit in that alignment anymore, right? So, as well with that as well, you can, some hot tea, right? Like yourself a little cozy beverage. Get yourself a mocktail, even if it's just having a Coke, right? Something too. So some light stretching helps as well in this nighttime kind of come down routine. What's crucial is about what I'm sharing with you about this nighttime routine is reducing anxiety and helping you sleep better. Your sleep's going to take a minute, so please be patient with it. Your nighttime routine, definitely you want to stop with the doom scroll. And I'm sure you've heard that a lot, right? Lately, too, I've been reading a lot more at night instead of watching the television because I just find that more relaxing, comforting. Okay. So, all of these, though, make it easier to stay alcohol free the next day, right? When you are doing a morning and nighttime routine, you do not need to be perfect. The win is having the structure that supports who you're becoming. Routines are not punishment. They might seem like it in those early days, but they are not. They are a path to freedom, and routines actually make you feel better. Truly, truly, truly. So start by 1 to 2 simple practices you look forward to and then build from there. All right. It's called habit stacking. If you want to build your own morning and nighttime rhythm, again, I made this free guide for you. It's called the Morning and Nighttime Routine Guide. And it helps you for more clarity and calm morning and nights. Okay. And it's helped me when I started building my own morning and nighttime routines. I mean, I can't go back to that enough of how important it is and that I still carry with me today. So these are suggestions in there of what you can start doing. And into my workbook, it's kind of like a checklist as well. So you can grab it for free in the link below, or you can find it on my page, right? And it's doable and it will work and it will give you some ideas if you're kind of feeling stuck. So if this video helped you, let me know in the comments below. What's one small shift you could make in your mornings or nights starting today? I would love to hear it. Like I said, one small shift could just be you waking up in the morning time and being like, thank you for another day sober.